Hello, everyone. A very good day to you all. Loving to welcome you guys on our official channel of Knowledgist. So, my name is Pragya, and from today onwards, I'll be taking your banking and financial awareness classes. Okay. So, as you can see from here also, it's written Indian Bank. Why has it been written like this? Because, as we all know, Indian Bank LBO, which is local bank officer, its vacancies have been out now, and the last date of form filling was 2nd of September. See, friends, it's the high time to work smart and, of course, to prepare for the final goal of yours. So, in order to ease and excel your journey, Knowledgist is offering you our latest batch of LBO. See, particularly if we talk about this batch, then in this batch, we will be providing you live classes, recordings just in case you miss the live sessions as a backup plan for you. And along with it, mock test would be provided to you guys. Okay. So for that particular batch, I'll be taking the banking and financial awareness classes, and we will be covering the last 6 months of this one. Okay. So this is going to be a 30-minute session here. And in case if you want a complete batch, then do enroll in our latest batch. See, we have provided you the link, and that particular link is being provided to you in the description box. And apart from it also, if you still have any kind of further query or any question or anything you want to ask us, then you can talk to us and contact us, of course, through our WhatsApp number. Okay. And so let's start now. Let's dig into it. Coming to the first portion of our session, that is, we will be covering the banking and finance awareness questions in the form of top MCQs, multiple choice questions, which is, so what is the very first question of today is asking? It's asking, you can see from here also. Okay. So it's asking, what was the primary reason behind RBI's decision to increase the risk weights on unsecured consumer credit in the November month of 2023? See, if we go through the recent news of November 2023, then it came as a whole news. Then RBI's proactive measures have been provided which ensured stability. Okay, stability regarding few things. So we have to answer that what is the primary reason behind this particular decision of RBI? It has increased the weightage of the risk on the unsecured consumer credit. I'll be telling you what this one is. Firstly, go through the options. First is to increase the profit margins of banks. B, to preempt potential risk and the moderate credit growth. C, to encourage more consumer spending. Or D, to comply, D saying, to comply with the international financial standards. So this time the correct option is, it's option B, friends. It's regarding the preemptness or to preempt the potential risk and moderate credit growth at the same time. Now the question comes, what do we mean by an unsecured consumer credit? Okay. So an unsecured loan, or you can say an unsecured credit, it is basically supported by the borrower's side only. The borrower's credit worthiness is provided over here. Okay. So here there is no use of any kind of property as a collateral, and lenders consider these to be more riskier than the secured ones. That's the reason they are called the unsecured consumer credit, because there is no particular credit back or the collateral being provided. There are few examples you can go through, like the student loans, personal loans, or the credit card loans, etc. Clear? So this is all about what do we mean by an unsecured consumer credit. Okay. So coming to the question back. RBI, it has increased the risk weights to preempt the potential risk. And why has it been done? It has been done in such a manner to ensure a moderation in the credit growth. If particularly we talk about the unsecured consumer credit segment, okay, this whole thing is revolving around this unsecured one, okay, and this has came up as a proactive measure against any kind of financial vulnerabilities to be done in the future. Clear? So coming to the next question. Next question is also relevant with the previous question. It is asking what was the impact of RBI's policy on the credit growth to NBFCs from November 2023 to April 2024. See, you can call this particular question. It's important, of course, and it is acting as the second segment of our previous question. It is also about the new policies which are being provided by RBI in the November month of 23, and these were also be revolving around the credit growth segment of the NBFCs. Okay, so whether it remained the same, it increased from 18.5% to 23.0%, decreased from 18.5 to 14.4, or increased from 34.2 to 23.0. Here we are talking about the credit growth regarding the NBFCs. What are NBFCs? NBFCs are, of course, the non-banking finance companies. Clear? So the correct option this time is, it's option C. RBI's policy has resulted in a decline in the bank credit growth to to the NBFCs. It reduced from 18.5% in the November month of 23, reached to 14.4% in the April month of 2024. Okay, what does it indicate us? It indicates us the effectiveness, the effective regulatory oversight to manage any kind of financial stability. Clear? So here, what did we cover? We covered the whole percentage decline. Okay, and along with it, we talked about the reason, the main effective regulatory reason behind it. Why has it been done by RBI? Next question coming here is regarding what is the new projected aggregated shareholding percentage of excess entities in the Max Life Insurance following the recent acquisition. Okay, so this particular question, what is it asking us? It is asking us that Axis Bank, or the part of the Axis Bank which is Axis entities, we have to answer its assurance or its part in the Max Life Insurance. Okay, if we talk about the recent acquisition, clear? So whether it's of about 15.22%, whether it has reached to 18.99, 19.66, or 19.99%. It came into news in such a form that Axis Bank boosts its stake in the Max Life Insurance to nearly this much percent. We have to answer what's the correct option of the percentage. So the correct answer is option D. Okay, here you can see it's 19.99%. And as we all know, the difference between 2.5 and 2.37. Whenever the term after the point which is being provided here, the term after the point is 5 or greater than 5, you can just approximate and write it like this. Okay, so this thing has been done in its case also. It can be written as 19.99 also, but in news, it came as that Axis Bank boosts its stake in the Max Life Insurance to nearly 20% as a whole number. So don't get confused. See, following the new acquisition of the additional equity shares, which are worth up to rupees 336 crores, okay, such a huge amount, the aggregated shareholding of Axis entities in the Max Life Insurance will increase to 20%, or you can simply call it 19.99%. Clear, my friends? Next question, coming to the next question, it is asking, how much did Axis Bank invest in the Max Life in the previous year to raise its direct stake? We have to answer the amount that Axis Bank has invested in the Max Life Insurance if you talk about the previous years. Why? Which increased the Axis Bank's stake, its direct stake, if you talk about the Max Life segment. Okay, so whether it's of about rupees 1,112 crore, 1,612 crore, rupees 1,912 crores, or 2,012 crores. See, why am I spelling it out in such a manner? So as to save your and my time, of course. Okay, so yeah, coming to the correct answer over here. Okay, so the correct answer is option B. That is, if you talk about the month of August, of course, which we are talking about the previous year. Okay, not about the 2024. Here, the whole thing is revolving around the year 23. So it's asking us, it's telling us at the same time that Axis Bank, it did increase its share in the Max Life, of course, but by investing what kind of amount, how much amount? So it did invest 1,612 crore into the Max Life, which increased the bank's direct stake in the insurance company to 6.22%. Mark my word, this 16.22%, it's important. If you talk about this whole question, then you can deny about this whole amount, but you can't deny the percent, which is the current direct stake of bank in this particular insurance company. I hope this much is clear to you guys, of course. Clear? So, coming to the next question, which is asking, what was the percentage increase in the number of loans? Okay, we have to tell not only the number of loans which are increased, but the percentage of the number of loans which are being increased now. What kind of loans? The loans which are disbursed by the fintech company, the financial and the technological, both aspects companies, which we call in short form as a fintech company. If you talk about the financial year of 23 and 24, if you compare it with the previous fiscal year, okay, so whether the percentage has been increased in the number of loans by 25%, 35%, 45%, or 55%. See, to be very precise, it came in news as a form that record growth in fintech loan disbursement. So, of course, there is an increment. It is given in the question as well. It's not decreased, of course. So, we have to answer what is the correct option. Which one is the correct option? That by how much percent it has now been increased. Okay. So, yeah, coming to the correct answer this time, it is answer B, my friends. If we talk about the FY 23-24, which is the, of course, the fiscal year, then the fintech companies, they have disbursed 10 crore loans, which marks a total, a peak of 35% or an increment of 35% from the previous year. Okay. And it also demonstrates the significant growth in the digital lending sector. So what's the main reason? What's the main reason behind this recorded growth in the fintech loan disbursements, which is of 10 crore, such a huge amount, 10 crore loans in the financial year of 24. It is because of the digital lending sector, which is quite increasing nowadays. And it works under the Fintech Association of Consumer Empowerment, which we call in short as FACE. What's the full form? It is Fintech, or you can say the Fintech Association of Consumer Empowerment. Digital lending sector, it emphasizes basically regarding the customer centricity, okay, the compliance of the customer, and it works regarding the risk management and reflects the industry's adaptation to any further regulatory and macroeconomic changes, of course. Okay, so now coming to the next question, I hope you guys are getting it properly. Next question, it is simple. It is also about the fintech company, but quite different in a manner. Here we have to answer that how much did the average loan size has increased in the FY 23-24 if we compare it with the previous fiscal year, which is FY 22-23 by the fintech companies. Okay, so Deep Pawar is saying option A. Okay, we will be looking the correct option. But before that, let's go through the options which are being provided. A is saying from rupees 10,000 to rupees 11,094. Second is saying from 11,094 to 12,648. Third is saying 12,648 to 13,418. Or D is saying 11,094 to 13,418. So the correct answer, my friends, it's option B. Okay. So the average loan size for the fintech companies, it rose from rupees 11,094 in the financial year 22-23 and has reached to how much amount? It has reached to rupees 12,648 if we talk about the financial year 23-24. What does it indicate? It indicates us an increment and boost of increment in both the volume and the value of loans which are being disbursed. Clear? Next question is revolving around what? Next question is revolving all through around the IRDAI. Okay. So what is IRDAI? It is basically the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. Insurance Regulatory and Development authority of India, my friends. Okay. So we have to tell what new type of motor insurance policy has IRDAI included in its latest master circular. So IRDAI, it has revolutionized general insurance, okay, and it has provided a new, or you can say a new customized policy. What is the name of this policy? The new insurance motor policy. We have to tell this a simple question, but an important question at the same time, of course, because whenever, friends, just mark my words, whenever there is the name of any organization or any institution attached, that question in itself becomes more important. Okay, so the four options which are being provided are here. First is saying standard comprehensive insurance, B is saying third party liability only, C is saying customized pay as you use insurance, or D is saying unlimited liability coverage. So Ravindra Nayak is saying option C is the correct, and yes, definitely you are correct. It's option C. So IRDAI's new master circular, it includes customized pay as you drive, pay as you go, and pay as you use motor insurance policy, 3-in-1 type of policy. Okay. And this is basically designed. Why has it been designed in such a manner? This is basically designed to adapt to the user's driving habits and to offer them broader coverage options at the same time. It also includes the depreciation. Okay, so what has IRDAI has done? It has issued a new master circular for the general insurance. It introduces customized motor insurance policy. The three over here are pay as you drive, pay as you go, and pay as you use, which also includes the depreciation coverage at the same time. Okay, and this is the whole question. Okay, so coming to the next question, it's also about IRDAI, but here it's talking about the retail customer. See, we just completed the fact that IRDAI, it has provided you a new customized pay as use policy. Okay, so IRDAI has also provided the guidelines which revolve around the retail customer's right. Okay, so they are asking, this question is asking that if you go through the new IRDAI's guidelines, then when can a retail customer cancel their insurance policy if they are undergoing that particular insurance policy? Then when is the time when a retail customer can cancel their insurance policy? Can they cancel only before the policy start date? Any time with a refund for the unexpired period, only after 1 year of coverage, or without any refund on cancellation? So it means the option simply meaning that they can cancel it, but they won't be getting any kind of refund. So the correct option, my friends, do you want to answer what's the correct option? Anyone? Okay, Ravindra Naik is saying B. Amit Kumar is also saying B. That's very good to see you guys here. So yeah, the correct option is option B, my friends. It's the fact that the retail customer can cancel their insurance policy anytime with a refund for the unexpired period. Okay. So according to the new IRDAI guidelines, a retail customer can cancel their insurance policy at any time and is eligible for a refund of the premium for the unexpired policy period unless the cancellation is due to any kind of established fraud. Okay. Okay. So that's all about this question. It also came in the news in such a form that the retail customers can cancel their policies anytime with refunds provided for the unused portion. They will be getting the refunds for the unused portions of themselves until their cancellation is due to any kind of proven fraud from their further additional side. Okay. So yeah, few have already answered, like Kajal answered A. Ravindra was saying B, like this one is saying A, Vaibhav A. Okay. So we have already discovered what's the correct answer. Now, looking forward for the answer of this particular question. Look at it. What change are banks requesting from the RBI regarding green financing? Okay. So banks are having their whole eye revolving around the RBI's whole new guidelines. Okay. And this will be regarding the green financing. Okay. Now, please tell me, do you know what do we mean by green financing? What do we mean by green financing? Anyone want to tell me what do we mean by green financing? Anyone? In a short manner, in a short form. This time things are revolving in an opposite manner. Ma'am is asking you. Do you know? Ravindra is saying option C. Okay, Ravindra. Maybe option C is going to be the correct option. But do you mean, what do we mean by a green financing? Anyone? Okay, Kajal is saying it's related to agriculture. That's a valid point, I can say. So yeah, if in a typical form, or you can say in the form of a definition, we go through it, then green financing is a loan or investment that supports environmentally friendly activities. Okay, such as if you purchase environmentally friendly goods and services or build any environment friendly infrastructure, then you can provide yourself and you can get this particular green financing. Okay, so you can go through green financing. Okay, so yeah, that's it. What does it mean? Coming back to the question, 4 options are being provided to us. Yeah, very good. Amit is saying loan in rural areas, Ravindra environments. Sohan is saying renewable energy. Yeah, all these aspects come under the green financing, of course. These are the best examples you can go with. Okay. So coming back to the question, which was asking that what changes are banks requesting from the RBI regarding green financing? Are they requesting RBI to exclude green financing from the PSL calculations, to increase the interest rates on green financing, to consider all green financing as priority sector lending, or option D, to decrease the loan limit for green financing? What are banks looking for when it comes about the RBI's new decision? Anyone want to answer? DP saying C, Avantika C. Okay. Pashupuleti is saying C also. Okay, that's good. Anyone? Deep is also saying P. Okay, C. Okay. So, my friends, yes, everyone is correct. The correct option is option C. Okay. So, banks are requesting the RBI to consider all green financing as priority sector lending, which is PSL. Okay, irrespective of the loan limit, to promote environmentally sustainable projects. Okay, clear? Now, coming to the next question, which is asking what is the current cap on the renewable energy projects which included under priority sector lending, that is PSL. We have to answer the current cap if you talk about the renewable energy projects which are included under what? Under the priority sector lending, that is PSL. So somewhere or somehow this particular question is also acting as a segment from the previous question of ours. But here we are talking about the renewable energy projects which are included under the PSL, priority sector lending. Okay. So whether it's of 10 crore, 20 crore, 30, or option D is asking that whether it's 40 crore. Anyone want to answer? Okay, so Sohan, Amit, everyone is answering. That's really good. So the correct option for this one is option C. That is 30 crores. See, there is currently a 30 crore cap on the inclusion of renewable energy projects, and it is still working under the priority sector lending, which banks are seeking to modify to promote more green financing. How is it being used? How the banks are using it? How the banks are supposed to use it? Banks are supposed to use it in such a manner so as to modify it, to use it to promote any kind of or further green financing. Clear? Coming to the next question of ours. Next question is asking, what is the role of the Financial Services Institutions Bureau, FSIB? What is the role of FSIB? Anyone knows about FSIB? Whether it regulates interest rates for public sector banks, whether it offers financial services to the PSB. Options is saying recommends candidates for leadership positions in the PSB, or Do it manage profits for the PSBs? Anyone? Now, this time you will have to answer. I will be moving by your answer. Okay? Do you know what is the correct option? Anyone? A number of students are there. Ravindra Nayak is saying option C. Okay. Any other dear of mine wanna answer? Okay. So friends, the correct answer is option C. That is FSIB is completely, wholly, improbably charged or tasked by the process of searching and recommending high caliber individuals for leadership positions such as at the position of the whole-time directors or to act as a non-executive chairperson in the PSB, which is the public sector banks, and of course, in the other financial institutions, of course. Do you know where are the headquarters of FSIB? The headquarters of FSIB. Anyone? Anyone knows where are the headquarters of FSIB? What is this Financial Services Institutions Bureau? That is FSIB. Do anyone knows? Anyone? Okay, no one, no issues. See, basically this Financial Services Institutions Bureau, yeah, Ravindra, very good. You are saying Mumbai. So basically FSIB, it is a segment or a part of the Reserve Bank of India. And the current head, who is the current head of it? Dr. Anand Rao Nair. Okay, and this particular position is it's situated also in the Dr. Anand Rao Nair Marg and situated in the Mumbai, Central Mumbai. Clear? Okay. So the next question is asking, what is it asking us? Give me a second. It is asking us that what is the target insurance fund ratio that the DICGC, what is DICGC? It is the Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation. Okay. So we have to answer that what is the target insurance fund ratio that the DICGC is still aiming to achieve by the March month of 2028, whether it's 1.5%, 2.0%, 2.5%, or 3.0%. Anyone? Okay. Anyone want to answer this? Anyone, my friends? Okay, no issues. So the correct answer is it's option C, that is 2.5%. So the DICGC, it is aiming to increase its deposit insurance fund ratio to 2.5%. What is it? 2.5% by the March month of 2028. Yes, Avantika, it's option C, that is 2.5%. It also aligns with the strategic financial stability and the risk management goals. Yes, Amit, you are also correct. Option C is the correct option. Okay, next question. Coming to the next question, which is all about the Lazy Pay and the Kist app. See, recently, if you have gone through the news, then you would definitely be coming through the fact that MEITY, which is the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, it has blocked what? It has blocked two apps. First is Lazy Pay and second is the Kish app. Okay. So why this particular decision has been taken by MEITY? It is, what's the primary reason for the blockage of these two apps? Whether it's the failure to comply with the RBI regulations, whether it's because of the involvement in the unauthorized loan services, betting and gambling. C is asking non-compliance with the data protection laws, or D is saying complaints from users about app functionality. Which is the correct option? Okay, anyone want to answer? Avantika is saying B, Amit A, Ravindra Naik is saying B. Okay. So friends, the correct option over here is option, give me a second. Okay. So it's option B. That is this whole blockish thing. It took place because of these apps involvement in unauthorized loan services. Along with it, they were involved in the betting and gambling purposes, processes, prospectus as well. Okay, so that was the sole reason and the only primary reason why these two apps have been blocked. Okay, blocked by what? Blocked by whom? By the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. And they both were blocked on what was the date? On February 5, because they basically affects the user's ability. Along with it, after no user can access their websites from the date of February 5. Clear? And apart from these two apps also, this whole order which came from this ministry now, it was a part of a broader action, because this ministry took action against other 232 apps as well. These 232 apps were involved in unauthorized loan services, betting and gambling. Okay. So still these apps will be provided in the Play Store now also, but you can't access anymore to their websites on a sole basis because of their unauthorized activities. Clear? Next question we have to answer. Next question is regarding HDFC Bank. Okay. So it's asking, what is the primary target audience for the HDFC Bank's Smart Wealth platform? So HDFC Bank, it has, what has it done? It has provided a new smart wealth platform. Okay, and this digital platform is provided for what category of people, what age of the people, who are the people who are the primary target audiences. Okay, so whether the high net worth individuals will be captured, covered, whether the first time investors, institutional investors, or the foreign investors. So who among these four are gonna be the investors where the HDFC Bank's target will be revolving? If we talk about its smart wealth platform. Anyone want to answer? Okay, Kajal is saying A, Avantika is saying A. Okay, very good of you two. But the correct answer is option B. See, smart wealth is designed in such a manner, it is designed in such a proficient manner that this will be functioning or revolving around the first time investors. Okay, so this app or this platform is made in such a form to keep in mind the reluctance with the first time investors. It incorporates features to simplify the investment decisions for those people who have or who are going to take these decisions or who are going to invest for the very first time. So how it came into the news? It came into the news in such a form that HDFC Bank launches the Smart Wealth. What is it? It is a digital investment platform for all Indians. Okay. So now coming to the next question. What is it asking us? It's an important question, of course. It's asking who has been elected as the chairperson of Sadhan. So Sadhan, what is Sadhan? This I will be answering you and it's your turn. Looking forward for your answers. If you know who has been elected as the chairperson of Sadhan. Do anyone know? Do anyone know? Anyone want to answer? Okay, this time ma'am is waiting for your answer. Anyone want to answer? The four options are there. Sadaf Saeed, Mukul Jaiswal, V.N. Salimat or Paul Thomas. Who has been elected as the chairperson of Sadhan? Do anyone know? Okay, so first let us talk. Okay, first let us talk about what is Sadhan. So Sadhan is an association, okay, association of microfinance. Pardon. Sadhan is an association of the microfinance and it also impact the finance institutions. Okay, and the current MD and CEO, who's gonna be this? The option D, that is Paul Thomas. So Paul Thomas has become the MD and CEO, is already the MD and CEO of the ESAF Small Finance Bank and has been elected as the chairperson of Sadhan as well. And what is Sadhan over here? Sadhan is an association of the microfinance and also impacts the finance institutions. Okay. Now, so is anyone having any kind of query with this question or with any of the previous questions? Anyone wanna ask me anything? Is there any question of yours? I'm waiting for you guys. Okay, no issues. So today, our whole session has been completed for today. And as I have already told you guys that this was like a 30-minute session only. And in case if you want to go further, move further with us and be a part of our journey so as to prepare for that particular examination, then you can, of course, go through the link which is being provided to you in the description box. And for any kind of further query, just contact us through our WhatsApp number, which is also being provided through in the description box. Okay. So yeah, that's it for today's session. Pragya was this side signing off, and I hope everyone has gone through the questions properly. We'll be meeting tomorrow and with the same person, same time. So yeah, that's it. Bye.